Yeah, folks, Wednesday morning. Hope you're all well. Massey day. Thank you for your comments and likes as always. Welcome any new subscribers and anybody else who's been watching. Much appreciated. Yeah, did a bit yesterday afternoon at home, which is next. Bit of maintenance on a few potholes down the bottom. We've got potholes down there filled in. Just gonna have a scrape up alongside here, get rid of the reeds and rubbish and stuff that's all up through there. Just make it look a bit tidier. Scraped up through here. But I think I got a problem. With a dipper, eh? I think the ram seal's bypassing inside. Because it's shouldn't be doing that. What do you think? Ram seal's gone. Oh dear, never a dull moment. Just put in hay and haylage so they can fill their hay notes for the horses. Oh dear. They're in the best place again in here. In the trees, out the way of some of the other flies. It is a bit cooler in here. Nice and quiet there. Somebody likes having a scratch. Alright. You haven't got too many flies around you, have you? Somebody's having a itch on the branch with a bum. We've done this lot. We've now got to head over there for the next lot in that field. Yeah, let's look about. We've got Glastonbury Tor. There it goes off all round a Hinkley Point out there, Bristol Channel. What have we done here? We've hoofed the trough round feeder over. Well, I suppose they'll clear it up. A little bit more to keep this lot happy. Enough for tomorrow until Thursday, hopefully. We're back here this morning, as I said. Hopefully got some parts coming for 178. Fingers crossed. Doesn't appear to be any leaks under that, which is a bonus. Tyres are going on today, a bit later this morning. So we're going to have a tidy up here, clear the decks. Readiness for that. And should have a little Horsebox coming in to glue some rubber matting back on. So that's about the sum of today, I think, so far. So we've had this run up. So I'm going to check the oil on here. Obviously it was on the dipstick, but now everything's filled up. It's not. So we're going to have the old jug and just top it up with oil, get it up to the level we need. Not easy to do it now, because once the pipe goes on here or at the front of the cab, it's a long way for it to run. It's quite slow and painful to fill it up, whereas here going straight into the top of the tank as it is, we can get it in quite quickly. I can hear it slugging down in there, so we'll stick 5 litres in. It's probably going to want some more than that, but say the gearbox in this area, it's a good 40 litres this takes, so you can imagine there's a lot of oil that goes in these. I did have a new barrel turn up the other day, because the one I had a few weeks ago, which is that one there, is nearly empty. Anyway, what are we doing now? Nope, we're going to need some more. 10 litres we put in there. Oh yeah, we're on the dipstick. Nearly up to max. That'll do for now. Right, so we've had a bit of a tidy up down there. I'll wait for this little Horsebox to turn up. Let's have a scrape round in here and see if we can get our way down to that there pump that he wants changing. Otherwise, a mission to get to, because everything's in the way. He was on about the problem with the starting. It broken a wire somewhere on the starter, so I mean it could just be that. But you thought when the belt got thrown, It took some wiring out, but we'll have a dig around, get the airline here, blow all the crap out of the way, and yeah, see what we're going to see. Pump has been supplied. We've got that steam cleaned off, so it's a bit cleaner. Just got to remove that off the end of that. Hopefully we can reuse the keyway off the old pump and the nut for it. So let's get that thing off of there. The Horsebox has arrived, so we'll go and deal with that or have a look at it. Our job's arrived. As you can see, the heat gets the better of it and expands the EVA, unsticks the glue. So we get the sealer cut out the corners, separate it, clean it up, glue it on, and perhaps put a couple of little choice screws in there in a few places just to keep it on there. I tell you what, this glue's some good stuff. Plenty going on. We've got the wall done. We've done all the back of the panel here. But woo, jeez, Fumy, as good as new, all glued in. I have put a few screws in just to keep it on the wall, across the top. Dose of black sealer, reinstated all around the edges. That's pretty well almost a tube gone on that. Right, we're under this here 1200. And I say we have had oil leaking on the floor down here from drop box area. Now looking at that, it's either that seal on the output for the drive, or it's coming through the nut on the inside of the drive shaft, where you have a load of seal around the washer. So it's not wet around the back of the seal there that I can see, but it's more around the flange. But anyway, main reason we're under here, we need to get to that there bolt to slacken off the tension on the pump belts, ready to get that there pump out, get the nut undone on the front. Then we got to get to the fixing pipes on the back, so we'll get that one cracked off and go and get head down, ass up inside to get to the rest of it. Right, we've now got the tension off of it. We can move the belt. Thankfully that pin there is not seized, so we can get the R clip out. So we're going to try and get the pipes off, and then we can get the, hopefully, the pin out and lift the pump out. Right, after cussing and swearing, we've got the pulley off, the nut off. We got the high pressure pipe off. We got the clip undone for the suction pipe. The pin, we've got that removed, so this will wiggle about now. I just want to try and undo the two nuts and bolts, hold the pump to the plate. We'll try and get it out. There ain't a lot of bloody room in here. Oh, some serious cussing later. We managed to get the mounting plate unbolted. We've got the pump out of it, and we just wriggled the bloody pipe off the suction hose down there. So hopefully we can get this thing out of here with any luck, without too much. Gotcha. My arm hurts. Success, it's out. And we have John here fitting tyres. I'll make you a coffee in a minute. We'll get this one in the vise and start stripping the fittings out of it. We're going to need the keyway out the end there, so that's it. That one's coming down all right. Probably be hand tight. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. One out that we need. Let me get that one out. The reason why he wants the pump swapping over, that is effectively a steering pump because it's a bigger body than that one. But he had a problem a few years ago that came undone, sheared the keyway off and spun the pulley out. So the only pump they had was that. So that went in. So now we got this one sorted. That can go back in place of that one. 3 down, 1 to go. Right, we have all 4 tyres fitted on there now, ready for some air. And hopefully the plan is, when they're inflated, it'll lift it up straight off the jacks. Right. Time to get this back in down there. We found the Jubilee clip because it fell off, so we've got that hooked onto the metal pipe. Let me torch. Down in there out somewhere, is it? Where has it gone? It's down in under there somewhere. So we're going to wrestle this back in there, get that on the metal pipe, get the Jubilee clip on it, and then reassemble the rest of it. We've got the orientation of the pump, so the keyway is up, and we haven't put it in yet because it's not an over tight fit in here, so we don't want to put it in and fall out and lose it, so that'll go in after. Well, we better make sure the nut fits on here, because the bit that was on here was not very good, but a bit of persuasion, because the last thing I want to do is get it all bolted up, then can't get the nut on there. Awkward nut and bolt to get to. Right, we've got that bolted up, we've got the keyway sat in there. Now we can get said pulley on, nut, my arms are killing me, then we get the pin in the bottom, then we can tighten up, we know it's in the right place to tighten up, Jubilee clip on the suction pipe and get the pressure hose on, and then we get the belts on. This has been an arse. Cussing later and very sore neck, I finally got the pin back in. That pin there, what a bugger. I got it through part way, I could not get it to line up to go through the other side, but we got there. Now we can tighten the pulley up, get the belts on and do the other pipe. Finally, she's back on her feet, standing proud and pretty. Stands are out, removed. Just got to sort wheel nuts out, but at least she's on her feet. Right, just as I thought I was winning, we got crow's foot spanner, we got the main pressure pipe done up, we've done the Jubilee clip on that, and there was 2 spare belts in there. One was knackered, the other one was okay. We put them on, we've tightened up the pump, and let me get the torch in a better position. Punch that there, see it, but it'll stay there. The day's just got even better. One belt nice and tight, the other one floppy. That's the original one that was already on there. That's the one that was. So now we got a mission of a job. We got to undo the drive shaft bolts, and then we got to undo the engine bolts, and we got to move the engine to get some new belts in there. Great. Just when I thought it was going well. Well, it was going well, and it's not. It's gone wrong. That has been an absolute arse to do, but we got there. I'm battered, bruised, dirty, and now we've just got another whole world of pain to deal with. Joy. We have a delivery, but it's in the wrong place. Wonder what's in this box. Thursday morning, folks. Hasn't gone to plan so far. We have got some wheel nuts though for the front, so we're just wazzing these on, and then don't know what to do. I think I need another cup of tea to think about it. So let's get these put on. At least that's a little bit done. So I had this bit turn up, which on the measurements that was there, it said it was 66 inches. It's not. It's 64 in reality compared to that one. Different there, that's different there, but that's the same there in relation to the length from there to that bit, but it's different on the rest of it. And if you want the front to fit, we'll put that down there somewhere about right for the front. Obviously radiator cap would just about fit, the fuel cap wouldn't quite fit, and then it's about 3 inches short on that end. I don't know what to do. I didn't pay a huge amount of money for it, but I can send it back. Head scratcher. Assessing the old one here on the front. A bit beat up on that corner and a few holes there. And look at the new one, I can see how it is made. That's welded through there. Through there, so that bottom bit is separate. So I'm just thinking, chop that end off there, chop that off, weld that on there, chop that bit out of there, chop that and put that in. Because a new one of these, I've just done some Googling, is like £800+ that I've found. And I didn't pay anywhere near that for that. So I think time for that, to chop that, to fit that, to that is going to be less than that. And I've still got to shot blast it, paint it, whatever. So that's the same as doing that as that. Decisions. When you're in doubt what to do, because that's a ball ache of a job to do, getting bonnet and engine moved, can't be bothered with that at the moment. That's doing me crusting, need to think about it. So let's get the cab lifted up, get the bushes in, try and get it on there. At least that's out the way, and I've got a bit more space to think with. We've got the bushes fitted in the bottom of the cab. We've got the small ones here, ready for the front. Let's get an old winch and get it lifted up. Got to take the top of the gearbox off first and get it somewhere where it needs to be. Landlord's here this morning. Morning, Rog. Right? Morning. Yeah. We just had a cogitate over this. We come up with a plan. How's the digger? Is it?
Yeah, so far so good. Not overheating. It's me that's overheating, not the digger.
And no oil leaks on that new pipe now?
No, fine.
Oh, I've done something right for a change. Right, let's get back to this cab. We've got everything tucked out the way. We've got the battery cables just out the way, the right side of the pipe work. Got that off, covered over. Let's get winching, get it on here. See that back on there. That was hard work on my own. So now we can go find the bolts, the rest of the bolts, start dropping them in the holes and get the battery cable out the way. I didn't expect to do that today, but every day something changes. Anyway, just had a nice call with JB Shaw up in Northern Ireland. Yeah, I'll put you on my list for another day, because I know you've got one of these. So yeah, good to catch up with you, JB. Down here in the bowels of things, we've got the 2 bolts in there. There's a captive bar under that on the 1250s. 1200s is nuts and bolts. So we get a nut on that one, tighten it up, crimp up the thing around the cable, get that folded up out the way. Then we deal with this side. We've got the back to do. Again, what I was doing earlier in the week, nearly on top of a gearbox. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Well, it's nice, this is now back on here. I've got some space to think over there. Alright folks, well, she's all bolted down, thankfully. A few little cuts on my arms, being a contortionist. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. I got something to do this afternoon, so I better look lively and get out of here. So thank you all for watching. Click the old like, subscribe, give us a share, drop me a comment, I'll get back to you. Anyway, yeah, it's been a good show. It's heading the right way. So until next time, look out for yourselves. Catch you later.